Seafood paella. That's the one. From Spain, we love. And never forget to make your own, guys. And don't forget, of course, to subscribe to this channel and like and comment. Valencia is the undisputed home of the paella. The region boasts one of the biggest ports of the Mediterranean Sea, and it's a big rice producer. Since the Moors, 1,200 years ago, bring the rice to Spain. In fact, the word arroz, that means rice in Spanish, is not coming from the Latin, mostly all the Spanish word, but is coming from the Arabic. It's true that paella valenciana don't contain seafood, but just chicken, rabbit, snail, and white and green beans. Like a lot of different dish, born as a farmer dish, cooking outside on the fire for the lunch of the workers, and become an iconic dish all over the world. Today, paella is a name for at least 200 different type of rice dish just in Valencia, don't considering what is all around Spain and the world. About the ingredient of the paella, we will do paella de marisco, that is with fish or shellfish, a combination, let's say. Most important on the paella is the rice, of course. And the best rice you can use for the paella are two kinds. The Calasparra, that is growing on the mountain of Murcia, and the Bomba, that is coming from Valencia. Actually, Albufera, that is a fresh lagoon separated from the Mediterranean Sea through a strip of land. Both, they grow just in Spain, not in another part. In Spain are inexpensive, maybe around the world will be, of course, a little bit more expensive. And we will use the arroz bomba. Yeah, you can use another one, but arroz bomba is really popular. You can find it everywhere. I bought it in Amazon. I will put the link in bio, as usual. Fresh shrimp, depend the amount from the size of the paella, but you can use how much you want, more or less. Clams, I found clams better because they're local. If you find mussel, is the typical on the paella, but doesn't matter. I bought a sepia, but if you want calamari, is the same. It's a good addition in terms of flavor. fish. In this case, is a local fish, but you need a white fish. I bought a blue crab. It's an add-on. I will use it mostly to do the fumet. Normal tomato, white onion for our sofrito. Apart that some Spanish they say that onion is not going with the paella, but in all the paella I saw sofrito is made by onion. And garlic, extremely important, we will use for the fumet and we will use for the paella itself. Paprika, we will use sweet paprika or pimentón de la vera in this case, but not the smoked one, and saffron. Yeah, this is the most important part of our paella. About the fumet, you can use normal mirepoix, that is a mix of vegetable, maybe a little bit of leek, a little bit of celery, onion, touch of tomato if you want, and garlic, some herb like parsley. And after, of course, the most important, the base, the head of our shrimp, maybe all the shell, all the leftover fish that we will use. In this case, I will add the crab. What I'm gonna do, I will not show you, but super easy. I put everything in my pressure pot and I will cook it for 1 hour. The stock of fumet is the most important of this dish because the flavor is going directly and will be absorbed by the rice, and this is the flavor we want in the paella. As a tip, I will say add a little bit of saffron already on your stock that give you this paella flavor, let's say like that. There is no paella without the paella. Use the right pan. It's not the same if you use another one. The question is really thin pan, cast iron pan that maintain the temperature all over around and give you the best result. I bought it in Amazon. Is Paella in particular is an induction one. I bought even the induction plate. I will put the link in bio. Super powerful, best for that. Sofrito, extremely important, is the base of flavor of our paella. I will use 1 onion for a paella of 4 people, 400 grams of rice, a little bit of garlic on it, the paprika, very important flavor, and be careful with that to don't burn it. We add almost at the end. Grated tomato, there is no paella without that. Take your time, 10 minutes to cook your sofrito, because really it's a base of the flavor, we need it. Some tips before we start. Of course, buy the best ingredient. This is the tips from Italian cuisine, Spanish cuisine, the same. The right rice is not working with another rice. In terms of the rice, don't wash the rice. We need the starch, but in a different way. It's not a risotto, it's a paella, but we need it. Don't wash the rice. Don't move the rice. Paella is not a risotto. We don't need to stir it. We put in the pan, we spread it all around, and we leave it there. This allowed the rice to cook correctly and to get the most important part of the paella, that is what they call Socarrat. This layer of toasted rice between the pan and the rice that is considered a delicacy in Spain. Another tips is manage your heat. When we start, we put the heat at maximum speed till to let the stock boiling really fast. After we reduce the heat a medium or sometime low till the end. Yeah, when we arrive 40-50 seconds from the end, we put it tight again to get this final Socarrat. There are two way and two philosophy about the stock. I will say, if you are outdoor or you work with gas, you put the stock at the beginning and after we add the rice. If you use induction, you are indoor at home on your stove, I suggest to start with the rice and add the stock. The proportion, because we don't touch the rice, we don't add the stock slowly but all at once, we need the right proportion. I will say for the arroz bomba is 1 part of rice, 2.5 part of liquid. In this case, fish broth. For the fish or the shellfish in particular, please don't remove the head and the skin. This is giving extra flavor and is preserving the fish, the quality and the flavor of the fish. For the timing, I will say every rice change even the respect of your temperature, but there is a rules that say that we let him boil the rice 10 minutes. 5 minutes we really reduce the temperature really low or medium or low till cooking process, and the last 5 minutes we cover the rice and we let it rest. And let's start our paella. When we start, we don't stop. Never. But this induction, I will put the link in bio, of course. It's big enough for my paella of 4 people, remember that. We start with olive oil. What I will do before, I will saute a little bit my fish, because I wanna just get the outside cook and after reserve and put it at the end. Of course you cannot smell it, but smell amazing. Now time for our sofrito. We start with the onion that I told you at the beginning. Take your time for the sofrito, extremely important. 10 minutes, guys. It took me 10 minutes. The sofrito is ready. Now we add the rest. We start with the paprika. Be careful, the paprika, to don't burn it. We incorporate the paprika after our tomato, grated tomato. Now, at this point, we cook it for another 10 minutes. At this point, we add our rice. I weigh 400 grams of rice. We go in. We combine all together. Just to make sure that the sofrito is all over with the rice. We spread the rice all over. Remember, the perfect paella have just 1 layer of rice. Yeah? And we go with our stock. Yeah? All at once. We said all at once. Now, the question is just move the rice to make sure it's equally on the paella pan. Remember the quantity of stock, 2.5 the amount of the rice. Some people put 3, I think 2.5 it's enough to get the perfect consistency of the rice. Now, we put the fire high till all the paella is boiling, and after we reduce again and we cook till the end. Remember that when we start with the bouillon and the rice is equal on the paella, we don't move the rice anymore. Of course, don't forget the saffron. We infuse in hot water for 10 minutes, time to add our color and flavor. You start to see the rice still bubbling, still wet. Remember, paella, it's a dry rice. Of course, it's moist inside for the starch, but mostly it's a dry rice. At that moment, we start to incorporate the fish back and wait for the last Socarrat. Lemon for Spanish, sometimes it's just a decoration. I really love it. They serve it with lemon or with alioli. We just put lemon. Green peas or those kind of things, I think it's just for tourists, for picture, and the yellow color as well. You cannot hear or you cannot see it, but when the rice starts to be dry and sound like it's crispy up, this is what we will form the Socarrat all around. The most important part of the paella. Be careful with that. If the fire is extremely high, you burn. What you need to smell, it's kind of toast rice smell. That's it. But if it's going to burn, ciao paella. And when we arrive at this stage, look at that. Time for the last 5 minutes. What we do with a kitchen towel or wherever you want, you cover it. Paella need to rest. I will say at the beginning, paella need to rest. That means the last 5 minutes, we cover it, we let it rest. And time to uncover our beauty. Look at that. Look amazing. You cannot taste it. I will. That is our paella. After 13 years in Spain, maybe I learned something. And of course, time to test this beauty. Look at that. And sorry to say that, but forget those super yellow paella with the green peas and I don't know what that you can find in a picture from tourists. Make your own. That's the one. Number one. And I will enjoy my lunch. Maybe too much, but why not? See you next time. And don't forget, of course, to subscribe to this channel and like and comment.